Okay, so begin our morning class. I'm going to take the usual format, have 15 minutes of gentle warm-up, and then we'll begin our Ming Jue meditation. So Ming Jue meditation for the last time, and then who knows where we go to next week. Okay, so very simple warm-ups, just gently checking the back out, see how it feels, turn from side to side, and then release the waist and let the hands tap. Okay, while you keep going with that, I'm just going to adjust the sound mode on Zoom. Oh, just going to mute you there, Anya. Let's move on to the second part of this exercise then. So we slow down a little bit, but just expand a little bit further, stretching out, opening up. Looking back over the shoulders. Just the last few long turns. And then we can let the whole thing gently fade, slow down, and softly come to a stop. No hurry, and sometimes you feel there's a little bit of internal movement. You just wait for that to come to a stop. If you feel lightheaded at all, this next part of the exercise is about balancing. So we take the hands up, we draw the energy down to the body, and that just helps to move chi back down into the belly. So let the hands relax and flow chi down the legs. Our target is the belly, lifting chi up and gently moving the chi down from the head, down through the body, and drawing the chi deep into the belly. And let the hands relax and flow the chi on down to make a circuit. If you feel lightheaded, that tends to be because an excess of chi is moved up into your head. And so this is the antidote to that, which is to move the chi from the head back down to the belly again. And that should leave you feeling less wobbly. So keep doing this exercise if you need to, but otherwise, if you feel balanced, then we're just going to carry on and move into some forward bends. So stretch up, hands up into the blue sky, and we just bend over the arms and ears first. So that just does the nape of the neck. The body stays straight. And then we move into the upper back, move into the middle back, and move into the lower back, and just let the whole body relax down. Soften the body there. Let the knees soften, let the back of the neck soften, let the whole body relax, gently hanging here. Okay, so imagine the foot split into 4 pieces. Gently stretch down towards the toes. And then release. Imagine a line drawn between the roots of your toes, gently stretching toward that line. And release. Imagine a line that's drawn between your insteps. Gently stretch towards that line, getting deeper with each little stretch and release. And a line between your heels, stretching back towards that. And then release and just let the body hang. Good, okay, so lift the tailbone so it points up behind you into the blue sky. And then gently push the tailbone towards the front of the body, assembling the spine vertebra by vertebra. And then the arms and the ears come up as one piece. And they gently stretch up into the blue sky. Let the knees and the hips drift forwards, and you can gently lean back. Stretching up, and gently lean back. Stretching up, and gently lean back. Stretching up, and gently lean back. Hands up in the blue sky. We'll do some side bends now. So let the left hand curl down, open up the right side of the body. Go down on the right side. Let the left side of the body gently open. On the left. And on the right. Good. Draw the hands up into the blue sky. We can begin the whole process again. So we stretch up and we just do ears and arms to do the top of the neck. Then we can let the upper back, middle back, lower back, roll the body down and just let the body gently hang and relax there. Okay, so when we're in this posture here, we just let the body relax, the back of the neck be soft, and then extend gently down towards the toes. And relax, in line with the roots of our toes. And relax, in line with our insteps. And relax, in line with our heels. And relax, and just let the body gently hang there. Lift the tailbone up behind, push the tailbone towards the front of the body, roll the spine up and take up the head and the arms and the ears up. Stretch up into the blue sky. Knees and hips drift forward as you lean back. Up and gently back. Up and gently back. Up and gently back. Hands up into the blue sky. Let's do the left side of the body. So we curl the left side of the body down and we open up the right. Down on the right hand side. Gently feel the left opening. On the left. And on the right. Good. Bring the hands up into the blue sky once again. Stretch. Okay, so we're going to go through the next 2 cycles. We're going to keep our legs straight if possible. Gives us an extra hamstring stretch. So the arms and ears go over. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Keeping the legs as straight as you can. Just let the body hang and relax there. Take it nice and easy. All the tension off the back of the neck. So we're just going to gently stretch down towards the toes and then release in line with the roots of the toes and release in line with our insteps, gently stretching down and release, stretching back towards our heels and release. Just let the body gently hang there. So to get ourselves upright, point the tailbone up into the blue sky, gently push the tailbone towards the front of the body, feel the spine building up, bring up the arms and the ears at the same speed, not pressing your arms and ears together, but just try and bring them up, coordinated as it were. Knees and hips drift forward and you can lean back, stretching up and gently back, stretching up and gently back, stretching up and gently back. Hands up into the blue sky. Curl the left side of the body down, right side of the body opens. Down on the right, opening up the left. On the left, and on the right. Hands up in the blue sky. Last time through the process, legs nice and straight, tip over the head and the arms and the ears, roll into the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back, legs as straight as you can, back of the neck is relaxed, body gently hangs. Softly extend toward the toes and release in line with the roots of the toes and release in line with the insteps and release in line with the heels. Good. Let the body hang, relax. Lift the tailbone gently up behind. Push forward with the tailbone and start to roll the spine. Take the arms and the ears and bring them up together. Gently stretch up into the blue sky. Release the knees and the hips forward and gently lean back. Up and back. Up and back. Up and back. Hands in the blue sky. Left hand curls down, right side of the body open. Down on the right side. Left side opens. On the left. And on the right. Good. Let's bring the hands up into the blue sky. Nice long stretch. Let the hands drift gently down. We can go back to that last balancing exercise once more. Hands in the earth, lift chi up. Allow the chi to pour down through the body, moving the energy downwards. All the way down to the belly. Let the hands relax and flow the chi on down. Let's gather again. Lift chi up. pour qi down. Once more, gathering qi. And pouring qi. Draw the energy deep inside. Let's gather one more time, and then we put our hands on the belly. So, as I always say, you can do this 10 times if you're still feeling a bit wobbly. But otherwise, just gently gather and draw the qi through. And bring the hands, just rest them on the tummy button. So this is how we start our standing meditation. Just with the hands gently touching the belly. We just soften and relax the knees. When you soften and relax the knees, you find that the weight just drifts a little bit forwards into your toes. The weight is slightly forward in the toes, knees are gently bent. And then we look at the attitude of the pelvis and hip. You move the tailbone just forward a tiny bit. And that just lets the small of your back straighten. It's a very subtle little movement. We're just moving the tailbone forward, perhaps a centimeter at most. Between the legs, we just lift the acupuncture point called Hui Yin upwards. So that's really nothing more than intention almost. A slight sort of tightening of the muscles. Imagine lifting up Hui Yin between your legs. The energy field in your belly, it just kind of rolls gently towards the back. And then with all of this sort of forward and upward and backward curving, we then have the downward motion, which is just sitting the tailbone down. So you could always imagine a diagram, a flow diagram. Tailbone moves forward, Hui Yin lifts upward, Ming Men moves backward, tailbone sits down, and it's kind of like almost like a circular movement to move the pelvis back and drop it slightly. When the tailbone goes down, we also have this idea of the top of the head pushing up. And so this feels like an extension of the spine. Tailbone drawing down, top of the head lifting up, and the spine sort of feels like it's getting stretched in between the two ideas, which is exactly what we're looking for. Nice, straight, open spine. The adjustment to the top of the spine, it's kind of the same thing. Chin moving backwards a centimeter, lifting up at the back of your neck so that the back of the neck is nice and stretched up. And then there's not so much of a kind of head forward and chin, nose downward. That's not quite the same sort of thing, but it has half of the same idea. Chin tucked in, the back of the neck lifted up, top of the head pushing up into the blue sky. So we stand here in our standing posture, just reminding ourselves to keep our knees soft, whole body relaxed. So try and feel the earth below you. See if you can connect with this idea of the earth. Imagine your energy moving down, the earth energy moving up, and that kind of like, the two of them in concert. Qi flowing from the earth deep inside your body. We have the idea of heavens above, qi flowing from the heavens back into your body. Qi from your body flowing up into the heavens. So we have a kind of a dual idea here as well. Earth below energy coming up, heavens above energy going down, everything meeting deep inside your dantian, deep inside your belly. But also the reason that your hands sit on the belly button. This point is known as Lao Gong. Lao Gong is an epic acupuncture point on the palm. And of course, healers open their palms and let qi flow out of their hands into people's bodies. Martial artists strike with the palms of their hands. And so this is a really potent point that's sitting here on your lower dantian. So lower dantian, this sort of optimal place for gathering qi deep inside the body. When the hands are placed on lower dantian, we get this focusing of energy. And so the energy from the hands focuses deep into the center of the body. The energy coming up from the feet focuses deep into the center of the body. The energy coming down from the heavens focuses deep into the center of the body. We'll let the whole body try and relax. So if you're in a standing posture, that can sometimes seem like an anomaly. How on earth could I relax and stand for an hour? But the idea is that you just have to find something that's sustainable. While we're standing, we all make these kind of micro movements, tiny little adjustments. So for instance, I used to get a pain between my shoulder blades, and the remedy for me was just to lift the center of my chest up a little bit. And then suddenly my shoulder blades didn't feel so sore. Having the knees soft can be quite a challenge because the muscles start to shake sometimes. You think, oh, goodness. But you can always just straighten your legs up a little bit and then relax them back down again. Or you can give them a little shake, move your feet. Sometimes the feet can feel like they're on fire. Just give them a little shake out, get the energy moving again. All of these things pass. All of these things denote a blockage. And just by doing your standing Qigong, that blockage will go away. You have to trust me on that. Sometimes it takes a little while, and what I mean by a little while is a few weeks. But hang in there, and it just moves and changes. So you put yourself into the body shape you think you should be in, and your body will slowly start to conform to that idea. Body relaxes. Mind expands. So mind expands. Allow the mind just to expand. We always think of our minds being deep inside our heads, I suppose. But allow your mind to expand all the way through your body. Feel into your body. Is there something in your body that you'd like to work with today? Some of it feels stiff or uncomfortable. Sometimes it's just an intuition. You may have something that you definitely think you should work with, like the doctor has said something about your liver or your kidneys or your spleen or something like that. You think, well, I should be working with that. But actually, your body draws you to something else, perhaps to your legs. And so, in Chinese medicine, the kidney channel runs in the legs, the liver channel runs in the legs, the spleen channel runs in the legs, the associated channels run in the legs. And so you might think you're supposed to be working with the actual organ, but perhaps the blockage lies in the legs. And so what you do is you get your legs into the position I describe, weight slightly forward, knees gently bent, tailbone gently tucked. And then you just try and hang in there, see how long you can do without moving. You get to the stage where you think, oh God, this is really hurting. And just think to yourself, right, well, okay, I'll move, I'll give my legs a bit of a shake, but I'll just wait here one more minute. And very often you forget about it and it just disappears. So that's how to stay with blockages till they get to this kind of zenith. And sometimes they're just almost like a bubble popping, they just disappear. Body relax, mind expand. We search through the body for things to work with. We bring our intention to the place we wish to heal. And we let our body know that that's what's happening today. I want all the chi to go to my, and then you fill in the blanks. So at this stage, we're kind of setting our intention for how this exercise will work, what it'll do, how it'll help us. They say no difference between the inside and the outside. There's another instruction which is quieten the mind. And so the two relate to each other beautifully. When we start to quieten the mind, when we take the logical side of our brain offline, so I think it's the left side of the brain which controls logic. When we start to let our minds soften and quieten, then the logic stops flowing. We stop computing. We stop making comparisons. We stop logical thinking. Because very often we've been told a story by our parents or by a doctor. You know, things like, you'll never be good at that, or you'll never be able to fix that. Because in their stories, that would be true. But in Qigong, that is not true. Anything can be fixed. Anything can be changed. Just have to give it a chance. And it's the left logical side of the brain that creates all these problems, that tells us the stories that are not useful for us. And so now, just by quietening the mind, suspending the thought, that brings us a whole new field of possibilities. So when I say no inside and no outside, we can really start to feel that. We can start to feel, not quite sure where my body ends and where the room begins, where my skin is and where the chi field is around me. So you can allow to suspend your ideas of self as well. Suspend your ideas of your physicality, but also just gently let go of the ideas of you. So how would it be if you just forgot that you had any problems? Just for this hour. How would it be if you let go of your definition of yourself as a sick person, as a tired person, as an ill person, as a stressed person, as a cross person, as a, whatever it is? How would it be if you just let go of that definition? It's an interesting idea. We feel very attached to some of our traits, our personalities. From time to time, I work with people who are, let's say, funded by the state. The state pays them because they're unwell. And sometimes I hear the story, if I change that, then I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get my benefits. That's a very powerful thing. That fear of losing the money is keeping them in a sickness place. What pins you in place? Sometimes the patterns that hold us, our families kind of demand them of us. This is who you have to be. Sometimes you've chosen to be that person. You can't get out of it. You've kind of boxed yourself into a blind alleyway. You wanted everything to be nice and lovely for the family, but the fact is that everybody now takes advantage of that idea. But you don't want to change the idea of being mum or dad because you like it. So you have to look at the reasons why you hold yourself in these patterns. The reasons why you hold yourself in relationships. The reasons why you hold yourself in toxic jobs. The reason why you hold yourself in, there's so many other possibilities, aren't there? At the bottom of it tends to be fear. If I leave the job, what will happen? And of course, fear is all about death. These days, in the West, the ideas are so much we have so many safety nets in place. is the likelihood that you're going to, leave your job, leave your partner, then be flung out on the streets where no one will help you, and then you'll die of starvation. It's very radical. It might be the case in India, it might be the case in China, it might be the case in, who knows, even America. But, in the West here, we're very cosseted. There's always family members who'll help us. There's always some sort of structure there in the social services. There's always some. So what is the worst that could happen if you changed your life? You can talk yourself into believing that all terrors will come pouring down upon you. But again, that's just the ego making problems. What is the worst that could happen? I long ago downsized my life, cut away everything I possibly could. Started becoming lighter, letting go of books, letting go of, all the boys' toys, things. And so every time we move house, it gets easier and easier to move house because we have less and less. And I think that's the case. It's about divesting yourself of the things that you hang on to. Because the desire to have things pins us in place. So divesting ourselves of things is very important. Sometimes we hold on to things because they have memories, but sometimes the memories can be good as well as bad. When you let go of a thing, you don't lose the memory. And so very often it's attached to parents that have gone, grandparents that have gone, partners that have left, whatever it might be. But actually, those memories stay in your head. Things that are important remain. And a teapot or a picture or a vase or whatever, a painting, those are just things. So letting go, that's the real trick. Letting go of the things that hold you in place, letting go of the people, places that hold you in place. And so we can find these patterns and we can gently dissolve them. And the fear, the old acronym, false evidence appearing real. We can convince ourselves that things will be terrible. But as soon as we step through them, we realize that's not going to be the case at all. And the last thing that tends to hold us in place is other people's judgment as we perceive it. What will the neighbors say? What will my family say? What will my relations say? What will my, work colleagues say? It's not good to swear when you're meditating, but who gives you can add in some appropriate word there. If we feel that our whole lives are predicated on the judgment of others, then sure, that makes it very tough. If we spend our whole lives judging other people, that supports the whole structure. And so we have to stop judging other people's lives and realize that if other people judge us, it has no bearing on our life whatsoever. When people say things about you, it's generally because they too are wounded, that they'd rather be talking about someone else than looking at the true pain in their own lives. And so we have to ignore the fact that people say things, make judgments of us. Nothing we can do about that. That's somebody else's stuff entirely. Who cares? And so there we have it. We let go of the judgment. We let go of caring what other people think. And now we're moving towards our true self. Now we're really finding our way back to our source. So for a little while, we suspend the ideas of who we are, who we say we are. We suspend the ideas of who other people say we are. And when all of those things start to dissolve, then what we're left with is our true self, the perfect version of you. So in this relaxed and dissolved state, we're just going to do a little bit of our Ming Jue meditation. And of course, that works with Shenji Palace deep inside our brain. Right in the center of the brain, the core of your brain, Shenji Palace. So just imagine the center of your brain. Just focus into where it might be. And then we say the term Shenji. As we do that, we find a voice that will allow us just to vibrate in the center of our head. Shenji. Allow this vibration just to gently ring in the center of the head. Breathing in. Shenji. Gently breathing in. Shenji. Gently breathing in. Shenji. 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 So you can go a little bit quieter. You go more quietly and I'll just keep the time saying Shenji. Shenji. relax in the center of the head. Allow the consciousness to relax. Observe the subtle vibration in the head. Just a couple more times. Only observing the subtle vibration deep inside your head. Now allow that subtle vibration to gently expand from your head out into the blue sky. Expand from the blue sky out into the universe. Experience the subtle vibration out in the depths of the universe. Empty, yet not empty. Merge your whole self with the universe. The finest vibration of you matched by the finest vibration of the universe. Imagine drawing back the energy of the universe back to your head. Allowing the energy of the universe to merge with your head. Allowing it to gently merge with your neck and with your shoulders. Observe how it feels as this beautiful energy filters deep inside. Allow the energy of the universe to fill the spine and ribs, upper torso, middle torso, lower torso, the whole of the back of your body, tailbone, hips, pelvis, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, merging with the universe. Allow the subtle vibration of the universe to be in every cell of your body. So now we refine this pure awareness of the whole body by saying Shu. Makes the inner space finer. Shu. Say Shu and feel yourself merging better with the universe. Shu. inner space merges with the universe. Merge into the infinite universe. Inner space of chi becomes as pure as the universe. Start to say shu more silently. Deep inside becomes more and more refined. Universe chi is infinite and pure. Relax into the infinity of the universe. See yourself as total consciousness. Just before the shu arises, there's a moment. Just before we say shu, there's a pregnant moment. Feel the intention before we say shu. This moment before shu arises is the Ming Jue state. Just dwell in that Ming Jue moment. Imagine sending Ming Jue information throughout your whole body, this pure, perfect, clear moment of true self throughout the whole of your body. The moment before we say shu. Tap into this very present moment and allow it to percolate through the whole of your body. Feel this perfect still moment. Let it heal every cell in your body. You can say Shu from time to time, just to purify your Ming Jue state. Feel the possibility that we might bring healing through every cell of the body. Time to time we think Shu inside our heads. Purifies the whole body. So what if we could take this moment before Shu arises and send it to other people? Unconditional love. Focus on someone you would like to share this energy with. And then feel your whole body can broadcast this moment before Shu. You, like a beacon, sending this healing deep into someone's life, but it's totally unconditional. Don't think that you need to fix anything in particular for a person. All we're doing here is just allowing the chi to flow in any way that it sees fit. It will heal. As you send healing to others, you also send healing to yourself. We are always connected. Try to keep this moment of Shu with you. Experience this absolute still perfect point and remember it. the still point, at the turning of the earth. If you can feel that still moment before Shu arises, then your body can remember how that feels. When adversity turns up, you can draw yourself back to this still point. You can operate out of this still point in your life. When you need a moment, bring yourself back to Shu. Bring yourself back to the moment before Shu arises. Try and dwell in this place as often as you can. Okay, so wherever your hands have drifted to, put them back on the belly. If they're still on the belly, that's fine. Let the hands settle there. Bring our mind deep inside. Allow Shu to extend through the body a few more times. That perfect moment before Shu naturally arises. Shu. All the potentiality in this moment. The moment before a flower bud opens. The moment before a drip of water drops from a tap. This perfect still moment. Just twice more. And then we can just come into gentle silence for a moment. Gently breathing. Feel your whole body filled with this good new information. Every cell of your body working well. Perfect working order. If your feet are apart, you can gently bring them back together again. We can just close in a Zheneng Qigong fashion from here. Just bring our hands into the prayer position, settled in front of our hearts. Stretch the hands up in front of the face. Allow the hands to come up over the crown of the head. Extend from the heels all the way up to the fingertips, up into the blue sky. Let the hands drift down over the crown of the head. Opening up little fingers, ring fingers, and middle fingers, we drift our hands to the sides. They come slowly down to shoulder height. Scooping the hands, drawing chi round to the front. At shoulder height and width, send chi deep inside your brain. An abundance of energy deep inside your brain. All of the functions of your brain working well. Let's just drift the hands down underneath the armpits, touch the side of the body. Imagine chi flowing deep inside the middle energy field. An abundance of chi at middle dantian, blood and chi flowing well. All of the organs of your body in perfect working order. Drift the hands gently behind with the palms facing up. Hands move to the side of the body. Turn the palms over. Send a wave of chi out into the blue sky. And then gently bring the chi back for yourself. Traditionally, it would have been left hand first for guys, right hand first for ladies. But whatever seems to suit you today, we draw the hands back as if this beautiful, great ball of chi could be compressed deep inside. Gather it deep inside. Hold the chi in lower dantian. Lower dantian chi is abundant. Blood and chi flow well. All of the functions of the body return to perfect working order. All of the functions of the body normal. All functions normal. Turn 3 little circles round lower dantian. We circle round and it just attracts any excess chi deep inside the core of your body. And then when we circle 3 circles in the opposite direction, that just signals to the body closing down, holding the chi inside and finishing our qigong process. Kind of brings us back into our bodies, ready for the outside world once again. As you stand here, imagine your Wei Qi layer. So it's a layer of energy around your skin, envelops your whole body, a beautiful envelope of qi that keeps you safe. About an inch thick to 3 centimeters. And then round your whole body, you have your qi body. It's a meter in front, meter behind, left, right, up, down. A balloon of energy around your body, keeping you safe. Connecting you to the outside world, but protecting you also. So as you stand here, just imagine yourself as this amazing being of light. Every cell in your body filled with fresh, new, healthy chi, with great new information. These wonderful layers of energy, protecting you, connecting you, keeping you safe. Every function in your body, perfect working order. Put a big smile on your face. Slowly open your eyes. Let your hands down by your sides. We can just give the fingers a little move. We can just shake out the legs, have a little stretch out. If you want to stretch or stretch your back, don't come up too quickly. Take your time when you come up. And just move in any way you feel you wish you need to move. I'm just going to adjust the sound on the screen, and then we'll say Haola together. Okay, so Haola means good already. Good already. Everything that we've done already is completely sorted. So we say Haola as a kind of affirmation of that. Hands up in the air. 1, 2. Haola. 1, 2. Haola. 1, 2. Haola. Oh, lovely. And so we take our hands, right hand comes up, left hand on top. Bring our hands into the Zheneng Qigong style salute. Thank you very much for being here this morning, and all the online people for watching. And please share this visualization meditation with your friends. And lovely to see you.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Have a lovely day. Bye.
Bye.